Classification of electrical networks. Electrical networks are classified based on presence or absence of sources, that is, active network and passive network. If the network contains an energy source, then that will be active network, and if the network does not contain any energy source, then that will be passive network. Then, based on direction of current, that is unilateral network and bilateral network. If the current can flow only in one direction, then that network will be unilateral network. And if the current can flow in both directions, then that will be bilateral network. Then based on separabilities of components, that is lumped network and distributed network. If the network component can be separated physically, then that will be lumped network. And if the network components cannot be separable physically, then that will be distributed network. Then based on characteristic or linearity, that is linear network and non-linear network. If the VI characteristic of a network is a straight line, then that is linear network, and if the VI characteristic of a network is not linear, then that is non-linear network. Active network. When a network contains energy source, it is called active network. Here we can see this is a network. It contains two energy source. One is voltage source and another is current source. Voltage source is also a energy source and current source is also a energy source. An energy source may be a voltage or a current source. Passive network. If a network does not contain any energy source, then it is called as passive network. Here we can see this is a network. It does not contain any energy source, neither a voltage source nor a current source. So it is a passive network. Unilateral circuit. Unilateral circuit allows the current flow only in one direction. Now here we can see this is a unilateral circuit. When we turn on this forward voltage, that time the current will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal. This is the plot for VI characteristics in first quadrant. The VI characteristics change when the polarity of the applied voltage is reversed. Now if we reverse this polarity, that is in place of this negative, it will be positive and here it is negative. So that will be reverse voltage. Now when we give this circuit a negative voltage or reverse voltage, that time the VI characteristic plot will be like this in third quadrant. VI characteristics in the first and third quadrant are not identical. So here we can see the VI characteristic in first quadrant and third quadrant, it is not identical. Diode and BJT are the examples of unilateral element. Now here we can see this circuit contains diode. So it is a unilateral element. Also BJT is the unilateral element. Circuit that contain at least one unilateral element are called unilateral circuit. So if the circuit contain at least one unilateral element, that time the circuit will be unilateral circuit. So here this diode is the unilateral element. So that's why this circuit is a unilateral circuit. So this is the unilateral circuit and this is the VI characteristics of this unilateral circuit. Bilateral circuit. Bilateral circuit allows the current flow in both direction. Here we can see this is a bilateral circuit. It allows the current flow in both direction. The VI characteristics not change when the polarity of the applied voltage is reversed. Now here we can see this is the VI characteristics of this bilateral circuit, and when we turn on this forward voltage, that time the current will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal. So this will be the plot for VI characteristic in quadrant number 1. And when we turn on reverse voltage, that time the current will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal, and this will be the plot of VI characteristic in third quadrant. VI characteristics in the first and third quadrant are identical. So here we can see the VI characteristics in first quadrant and third quadrant are identical. Resistor, inductor and capacitor are the examples of bilateral elements. So here we can see this resistor is the example of bilateral element. Also the inductor and capacitor are the example of bilateral element. Circuits containing only bilateral elements are called bilateral circuits. Now if the circuit contain only bilateral elements, that time that circuit will be bilateral circuit. Otherwise it will be unilateral circuit. If it contains a unilateral element, a single unilateral element, that time that will be a unilateral circuit. But if the circuit does not contain any unilateral element and only contains bilateral elements, that time the circuit will be bilateral circuit. Lumped network. If the network elements can be separated physically from each other, then they are called as lumped network. So here we can see this is a lump network. It is called as lump network because the elements can be separated physically from each other. Here we can see this is a resistor, so we can separate this from this network. This is an inductor, we can separate this from this network. Also, each element can be separated physically from each other. So that's why this circuit or this network is called as lumped network. Distributed network. If the network elements like resistance, inductance and capacitance cannot be physically separable, then it is called as distributed network. The example of distributed network is transmission line. In transmission line, the resistance, inductance and capacitance distributed all along the length of transmission line and cannot be physically separable. That's why it is an example of distributed network. Linear circuit. Linear means straight line. A linear circuit means characteristics in between voltage and current are linear. Here we can see this is a VI characteristic for this linear circuit and it is a straight line. The plot between V and I is a straight line. This means that in linear circuit the current is directly proportional to voltage. Here we can see the current is directly proportional to voltage. If we increase the voltage, the current will also increase, or if we decrease the voltage, then current will also decrease. A circuit whose circuit parameters like resistance, inductance, capacitance, waveform, frequency, etc. are always constant irrespective of variation in voltage or current is known as a linear circuit. Here we can see for this circuit, the circuit parameters are always constant irrespective of variation in voltage or current. Also, we can see that this resistor is a linear element. Also, the inductor is a linear element. Capacitor is also a linear element. So, using these linear elements, it forms a linear circuit. Also, linear circuit obeys Ohm's law. So according to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. So the linear circuit obeys Ohm's law. So this is the linear circuit and this is the VI characteristics of linear circuit. Non-linear circuit. The circuits that contain at least one non-linear element are called non-linear circuits. Here we can see this is a non-linear circuit. Here this resistor is a linear element, but this diode is a non-linear element. Diode, BJT, JFET, MOSFET or semiconductor devices are the non-linear elements. A non-linear circuit means characteristics in between voltage and current are non-linear. Here we can see this is the VI characteristics of this circuit and here the plot is non-linear. A non-linear circuit is one whose parameters change with voltage or current. Now here we can see if we vary this voltage, then this current will vary non-linearly and its parameters will change with voltage or current. If we vary the voltage or current, then the parameter of this circuit will change. Here we can see this diode is a non-linear, then BJT, JFET, MOSFET or semiconductor devices are the non-linear elements. Non-linear circuit does not obey Ohm's law. This circuit does not obey Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. But this circuit will not obey Ohm's law. So this is a non-linear circuit and this is the VI characteristics of non-linear circuit.